You remember that song? You'd be like, whoop, there it is. Hold on. Oh, okay, I'm back. No, but I wanted to hop on here and just reflect out loud. A conversation I just had with a passenger I just dropped off. It was about, okay, so about a couple months ago, we had like a crazy flood. I call it a mini hurricane kind of ordeal where I live. And somehow that topic came up when I was dropping him off. And it was like, oh, he was just talking about his buddies. A couple of his buddies, they lost it. They're like 10 or 12 people that he knew lost a lot, their basements or whatever in the house. But he was lucky. Him and his wife didn't lose any, didn't have a lot of damage or anything. Long story short, it came up because I remember back when that did happen, one passenger said, he jokingly said it, I think God's trying to send us a message, right? Excuse me. That's what he said. I think God's trying to send us a message. And I thought to myself, yeah, maybe. But as I reflect on it, I'm like, I think that is potentially true, because water, I am so sorry, my throat's dry. Because water is the element that has to do with emotions. Water is the element that has to do with emotions. And just for us to have a flood like that I can't recall us having a flood that bad. Maybe, I can't recall one off the top of my head. But water has to do with emotions, emotions. That's the element of emotions, rather. And I said, maybe he's onto something. If God is trying to send us some kind of message about, through that flood, through him allowing that flood to come through like that, it has to do with, I think it has to do with, the lack of emotional vulnerability, empathy, compassion, kindness that's like circulating the earth, and that's living in a lot of people, a lack of it. And so sometimes to balance the scale, something weird will come through, like a flood of water, the element of water, which to me, it is representative of emotions and the lack thereof in terms of how we're supposed to be kind of looking out for our fellow human counterpart. It's a lack of that going on in the world. Some people get it, but a lot of people are still extremely selfish, and it's about I and not we. Together we stand united. Together we stand. We're supposed to be together. We're supposed to be doing, looking out for our fellow human counterpart. And it's a lot of just selfishness, inconsiderate people on this earth. A lack of empathy, a lack of kindness, a lack of compassion. And so therefore, to balance the scales, he allowed a flood to come through to represent how we're out of balance.